Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Wake Forest head coach before the game. Here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Demon Deacons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Moving the pocket, it's Weaver. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Cuts it upfield. It's Wiggins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Lopez. Out wide left, it's Wiggins. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Weaver. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ivy. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They want to throw it. Buying time to his right. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Riley. Touchdown, Spartans! A great catch and run for 6.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the win.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's Lopez to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Snags it at the 30, still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. looking for a man. It's Weaver. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Wake Forest offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Quarterback changing the play. Lopez. Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Out wide left, it's Wiggins. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
Open field on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wake Forest. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Right side, it's McClure. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Grabbed behind the line, it's McClure. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
He runs out of bounds at the 49. Good enough for a 1st down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bates. Good, strong tackle. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. There he goes. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's Weaver. This time on target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They just keep firing. They're all over him. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Wiggins. Swamped immediately. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback keeper. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Throwing, Lopez. Out wide right, it's Wiggins. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Demon Deacons looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wake. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side is Ivy. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Right side, it's Bates. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Ivy. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide receiver going in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Weaver. Got it behind the line. It's Bates. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw. Out wide right, it's McClure. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Davis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. He's got the first down. There he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Dropping back, it's Weaver. That's reeled in. It's Ivy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Quick give. It's Bates. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
Fresh set of downs going up top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Bates. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking downfield, it's Weaver. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down.
Let's get it. Iron.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't